musicality on the track. It's musicality on the track.
Good evening, folks. Thank you for joining us again for episode 2 of Down Deep, our queer Southern Gothic horror story drenched in climate change. Again, this is a Charm and Comfort production, meaning it's brought to you by Charm Person Games and Carrion Comfort Studios. I'm Stephanie Allen, your MC, and I am a queer woman from the Carolinas. Let's meet the rest of our cast, shall we? Izzy.
Hi, I'm Izzy. I am a queer individual from Alabama. I am non-binary. I use sincere pronouns. I'm playing Jay, who uses they, he pronouns. And I don't remember everything else I'm supposed to say.
That was it.
Awesome.
Natalie.
Hi, I'm Natalie Pudim, she, her. I'm a queer, trans, bisexual Texan, and I am playing Chloe, who also uses she, her pronouns.
And Joe.
Everybody, my name is Joe, better known as DJ Torador, Nola Fanger on Twitter. I go by he, him pronouns, and I'm playing Sammie Boyd. He is also a gay black person from the Deep South, and I am from Alabama. And I got completely sidetracked, so I'm sorry. There we go.
Excellent. All right. Vyn.
Howdy, y'all. Vyn Vox. I am a queer person from Georgia, a polypan non-binary, and I'll be playing Sylvester. They, them.
And Wesley.
Hi there, I'm Wes Franks. I'm the founder and creative director of Carrion Comfort Studios. He, they, and for this evening, I will be playing Cole Bevel. Pronouns are also he, they, he, him to his family. And I am a proud pansexual poly-Appalachian.
Excellent. I'm going to welcome you folks back to Beaumarch, home of the world's most beautiful sunsets. Last week, our players made it into town. They went to high school here. They've come back now at the behest of their friend Lucy. We met a few people in town. We saw that beautiful mask that Beaumarch likes to put on for everyone, natives and visitors alike. And at the end of the episode, we discovered that Lucy's car was pushed into the roadside swamp on the single-lane highway going in and out of Beaumarch towards the mainland. And Lucy is nowhere to be found. It's Saturday night. You guys have been given the key back to Tara and Lucy's apartment. And she says she doesn't want to come back to an empty apartment. She's got the police station filing an official missing persons report. What are you guys doing?
I think Chloe, when she gets in, would just kind of like explore the house a little bit, kind of feel the space. And I'd like to see if I find a yearbook on the shelf.
All right. I think that it takes you probably a few minutes of digging around to find one. It's not on like the bookshelf. You'd have to go digging through closets to find one.
Okay, I wouldn't do that. So
All right.
I just see there's no... Is there a book that seems interesting to me?
What kind of books would Chloe find interesting?
Something that's a shared memory between her
Memory.
and Lucy. Or it's any item that's like a shared memory.
I feel like there's definitely photographs. So there's Lucy's the type I think to order prints of photographs and still has them like up in their house. And I think she's also the kind of person who would have kept every single like book she's ever laid hands on in her life. So she's got copies of all like those high school books. You know, the book, To Kill a Mockingbird's on the shelf. Lord of the Flies. All of those are up on the shelf. And then you can see books that she read in college or sitting on the shelves as well.
Okay. Cool. Does she have the I feel like Chloe would have gotten her like a book of poetry as like when they were graduating, like I'll see you present. I want to see if I can find that on the shelf, and I just want to like flip it open and like
There, yeah, and you open it, and the epitaph you wrote her at the front is still there.
Yeah.
If you poke around some, you'll find up on the fridge there's actually from like Reader's Digest or something. There's a cutout of a synopsis of they announced your TV show that you're on, and
Okay.
you're like kind of throwaway mentioned in a single line as one of the cast of recurring characters is exceptionally well written, and
Oh.
and then the bartender
Yeah.
played by Chloe Hawkins.
Yeah. Great.
What are the rest of you doing at the apartment
I think
or the house? Excuse me.
Jay is looking for the spare blankets and pillows and trying to see if like the couch turns into a bed.
The couch does not turn into a bed, but there
Oh.
are pillows and all over it. Like, you're gonna have, in order for more than one person to sit on this couch, you're gonna have to like toss pillows onto the floor.
Yes.
And there's like
the
2 or
best.
3 different blankets thrown over it. I don't know why you
Okay.
need that many. It's the South in the summer,
Listen,
but there's blankets all over the place.
when you've got the AC going full blast, your house gets cold.
It's not going that full blast. In Lucy's home, you remember that Lucy used to give you lectures in high school about how bad it is for the environment to just run your AC constantly at such a low temperature.
Jay sweats too much for that. Testosterone made them a sweaty boy. I want to go poke in the like master bedroom
Okay.
to see if I can find anything that seems suspicious amongst like Lucy's stuff before her wife gets back.
Okay. Let's take a look here. I think the door's open because they live alone, so why would you close the door to your bedroom? The bed's not quite made, as if somebody just kind of flung the blanket back towards the direction of being made, but didn't actually straighten it out or put the pillows quite right.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah, there's a large print over the bed, a photograph, and after a moment you can tell it's probably from their wedding. It's them from the back, block silhouette. They're backlit so that you can't really see details, but there's the water, the beach is out there.
Yeah, I take a moment to just be like, oh, because it's like a good photo of them.
Yeah. It reminds you that this is a bedroom. This is a deeply personal space.
Yeah, I'm being careful not to like.
Right, so I think if you want to actually do any kind of searching, I think you should roll for that.
Let's see. This is probably compassion, you think?
I think you can make the argument it's compassion. Sure, we'll go with that.
It's 3d6 plus the attribute. Yeah.
Correct. And
there we go. My compassion is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My compassion is 8.
All right, so roll your 3d6 and then add 8 to it.
Let me dig 3 dice from my little pile. Oh god. Let's see. That
And
is
Sammie followed Jay into the room.
10,
Absolutely.
18.
An 18. Okay, so an 18 is enough. So remember that the next time you roll for something, it's going to be one difficulty higher because you succeeded.
Yep.
Yeah. So Sammie, you come up behind Jay, and you watch him just for a second, just looking, but they just cross right over after a second of looking around.
What'd you find?
So I think that are these the kind of couple they have their own individual nightstands?
Yeah, you have a nightstand on each side of the bed. So
I think I'm looking at one that I figure is Lucy's, and I'm not entirely sure what I find. My brain says like something on a piece of paper that seems weird.
Okay, well, I'll let you know what you find.
Okay. Yeah, I'm like
all right, so
rifling
Sammie,
through
before
receipts and papers and stuff.
Just a moment. Sammie, before you into the bedroom, do you make a same roll?
3d6s.
Yep, and then a thing that drives you is warm moments. Is that correct?
Say that again.
A thing that drives you?
Yes,
warm moments. So
it is.
I think this bedroom is very clearly full of warm moments. So I think you can add another d6.
Oh, sweet. So I roll them and
then you're going to add your compassion score to that.
wait. So it may be loud. Let me.
Counting is hard.
16 plus my compassion.
Mm-hmm. So that's more than enough to meet it at this point, the difficulty there.
23.
All right,
Jesus.
so yes, you've succeeded very well. Excellent. So next time you roll, that difficulty is going to go up by 1.
That's fine.
All right, so you don't even, it doesn't even consider you to, it does not even like occur to you that you should like maybe not just walk into somebody's bedroom when they're not even there. You just walk right in. It's a warm, inviting place. It's comfortable to be here, of course.
He'll just be like,
Scared the absolute piss out of Jay, who startles. Probably drops shit that was in their hand.
dude, I'm so sorry. It smells like biscuits up here. Don't ask. Don't ask.
I mean, you're right, but holy shit, give a dude some warning next time.
I'm back home, but I just kind of freely walk around in my apartment back home. So, yeah.
That's fair. I do the same thing. You gotta like make yourself known. You walk real quiet.
I'm a ninja.
Alright, so Jay, you see on Lucy's nightstand, and the nightstand you assume is Lucy's, there is an e-reader kind of thing, like a tablet to be read. There's a charge cable. It's not plugged in. And the charge cable actually looks like it's kind of difficult. Like it might not reach all the way to the bed. Perhaps that's why it's not plugged in. There is a small tray with like, a little porcelain tray that you would put like earrings and jewelry in. There's a framed photo of the two of them eating ice cream. Lucy has apparently smeared ice cream onto Tara's face in this photo on purpose.
Oh, that's very cute.
And there's a little figurine of a bird, like a little songbird. Some knickknacks sitting on her nightstand. You guys looking at anything else, anywhere else in the bedroom?
I think I'm gonna poke around like the top of the dresser and probably the closet.
Sticks of deodorant. There's like some perfume. There's nail clippers, a hairbrush, normal stuff.
Yeah.
There's an extra charge cable. You don't even know what it goes for. It might be a phone, might be another tablet. It's just a loose cord sitting on the dresser.
I'm going to go into the closet.
Okay.
I know.
You might open the closet and look in it.
Yeah, I just want to do that.
We don't live in closets here.
We do not, but I'm not going in. I'm just going to ha!
It is a single closet because it's not a big fancy house. It's definitely like a cheaper starter home, even though this is clearly a master bedroom. There's one closet.
Does it have the instead of an actual door, it's got the sliding shutter door?
It's one of those ones that folds in half when you open
it.
On
the shutter door. Yeah.
So that
I hate
loud
those.
noise. What do I see?
It is messy. It's very much they are a couple apparently that just kind of shove the clothes in where they fit. They're also apparently a couple that borrows each other's clothing a lot. You see a lot of practical workwear kind of stuff that you imagine is Lucy's, like pants, like hiking pants and things of that nature, various t-shirts that were probably given for free at different events, some from college. You recognize a Spirit Day t-shirt from senior year in that closet.
God, why did I keep that thing? Why did I keep that? Is there anything suspicious or paraphernalia related?
Nothing seems unusual.
Okay.
Steal their weed.
I mean, if there's weed,
Well, it's not in the closet.
I look under the bed.
There's a box.
I'll pull the box out and look in the box.
That's where they keep their
I
their
put it back.
adult entertainment.
I put it back.
now I want to see. I'm kidding.
I have put it back. Like, I didn't need
It's
to see
very
that.
dusty, dirty under there. You know, they have not probably swept under there since they moved in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. What are Cole and Sylvester doing? And while the others are investigating,
Cole's not going in the apartment.
he's not.
Cole
What is he doing?
refuses. He's standing outside. He's like drumming his fingers on his pants, but he keeps looking at the door, but he's not going inside. And he's very worried. He's very concerned. And he's just kind of pacing. He keeps looking towards, like, I imagine is this like an apartment complex kind of deal?
It's a house.
It's a house?
Yeah.
He keeps looking out towards the driveway, out towards the road, like periodically, like every few minutes. And like if a car like passes, he like kind of perks up, but he refuses to go in the house.
It's late enough where there are not many cars at this point. Very occasionally do you see one go by.
Mm-hmm. And he keeps looking at his phone as well, just seeing if there's any updates, anything like that. He's very anxious.
Got you so jumpy, Cole.
Why am I so jumpy?
Yeah.
I don't know. Our old school friend's car was found in a swamp. After leaving a testing site from their job, and I'm very concerned and I'm worried.
She's got to be fine.
I mean, you heard Sammie. We don't know. Sammie called that shit immediately.
Yeah, but Sammie has also gone off on some pretty wild tangents. I don't know how much you remember high school.
Too much sometimes.
I bet you Sammie is in the bedroom looking for weed right now.
You know, I wouldn't mind some right now. It might help me calm down.
Well, if I know Lucy, and I'm going to go check the box on the top of the fridge and see if there's weed up there.
Well, I will remind you that this is a time period when weed is legal, so there is not a need to hide your weed.
Put a box on top of the fridge is where she'd keep it.
Okay, so they in the freezer or on top of the fridge?
On top of the fridge, like a little box.
All right, there's a box up there.
Mm-hmm. I open it up. Is there weed in it?
This is Tupperware. Yeah, inside of it, there's two Tupperware. One of them is labeled with masking tape on there, and somebody has written brownies with an exclamation point, and then a very poorly scribbled pot leaf next to it. And then there's a box of just weed and a pipe.
Yeah. I toss, I hold them up to Cole and shake them.
Cole's outside the apartment, so if you went inside the
you
apartment.
have to keep going in and
Or
out.
he's outside the house. He's on the front porch.
Yeah.
He's
I'll come back out
refusing
with
to
them.
go in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll go back out with them.
Brownies.
And so while Chloe's looking for that, what is Sylvester doing?
They're looking for any of like Lucy's work things, like papers, files, reports, or anything like that.
Well, it's all digital. It looks like Lucy doesn't really do with paper because, you know, environmentalism, and it's 50 years in the future. So there is a laptop, basically, a smaller kind of laptop that is there. There's a dock on a desk where you would put a laptop that is currently empty.
Okay. I might, well, yeah. They're gonna go to the bedroom just to check on Jay and Sammie to make sure they're not like getting into too much of their stuff.
Well, as you go in and find that Jay is busy rifling through the dresser, top of the dresser, and looking at things, and Sammie's, you know, all the way into the open closet, pawed their clothing.
Not to instigate, but if you haven't found anything by now, I'm pretty sure there isn't anything to find in here.
I'm just looking for weed.
Get out.
But
That
they
look
have
is
a
in
Just
character.
go.
Sylvester, why don't you make me a roll to get Sammie to go out? And Sammie, if you really want to stay, why don't you make a roll to see if you could stay?
I want to stay.
All right, so Sylvester, what kind of roll are you making here? Which stat do we think fits?
Oh my god, no.
I think it's courage,
All right, courage.
which is pretty low, luckily.
All right, and
What would I have to roll? My dignity?
I'd say dignity or courage, either one.
Let me try my dignity.
All right, so let's see what we're doing here.
So it's 3 plus. Math is hard.
I got a 13, by the way.
7, 8, 9.
Okay, so for this one, Sammie, I'm going to take a die away from you
Okay.
because you are ashamed of using drugs to deal with some deep issues.
Okay. So I'll take 1 away. Do I should I re-roll?
Yeah, just roll the
Okay.
2d6 and then add your
Okay.
dignity. And what did you get again, Sylvester?
13.
A 13. Okay.
13.
Of course. you
Jay's
did.
watching this standoff between them, like,
Like you'll see Sammie completely like fold his arms and just like kind of tilt his head, just like.
Well, I will say that ties will go to the attacker
Okay.
for this one, especially because Sammie, you had a successful roll, so you'd have to.
I did.
Would have to be one higher.
Okay.
So we'll say that Sylvester wins this. Sammie, you want to stand up to them. You think about it. They're right. You really shouldn't be pawing their clothing at this point.
Fine. At least I folded a lot of their shit. So I'm just gonna like kind of and just walk out.
Thank you. Jay?
I'm trying to find anything suspicious. But I'm not finding anything, so
All right, then let's just both get
Yeah.
out of here.
yeah. We should check on Cole, probably.
So back on the porch, Chloe, you have emerged victorious with both pot and pot brownies.
Was it that easy?
Of course, it was that easy.
Just haven't
Oh,
seen-
also, I saw them when I was looking at the article they had about me on the fridge. I kind of cheated.
Fair enough. All right. Oh, just give me a brownie or something like that. I can't inhale. It's
Yeah.
bad for the lungs and everything.
Mhm. And Lucy's gonna, or I'm not Lucy. Chloe's gonna light up the pipe.
Do you? I know Lucy asked us to be here, but do you think it's right for us to be here? Like, what if the police show up and they need to start taking fingerprints and things?
She asked us to be here.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to be in the way. I don't want to.
Hey, she asked us to be here.
I barely know her, and
Yeah, but she's Lucy's wife, so she's family.
I reckon. How are you taking all this, by the way? You're just acting cool as a cucumber, and I don't understand if you're using some acting trick or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm a professional actor, Cole. I'm panicking, but I panic a lot.
Well, yep, same here. It's kind of feeling a little guilty,
Yeah, well, I should have come home sooner. I've been gone too long.
You're not missing anything. Same old Beaumarch. I come here every holiday, the important ones anyways, and it's just same old, same old. Even though they
Yeah,
change things around, they move stuff around, Water keeps on getting higher.
All right, at this point, we'll say that the rest of the party will join everyone out on the porch. As a housekeeping, Sammie, because you lost that roll, you're going to lose a point from your dignity. So, Jay, Sylvester, Sammie, you come out on the porch and you see Chloe's lit up a pipe.
Out the weed! Oh my god!
I forgot how bad weed is down here.
Yeah, it's like mid-grade. They probably get it from high schoolers or something.
Yeah, I've been getting stuff at like Society New York parties for like the last 4 years.
That kind of sounds like cocaine, but I mean,
I
it's fine.
stay away from that stuff.
Really? Because most actors, never mind.
Y'all can just go to a
Wait.
dispensary. You know that, right? You can just go in, show your card, and it's good to go.
Yeah, but that's still like mid-grade shit.
Crap. Yeah. And I said if you had let me drive, I could have got some of the stash in my car, you know. But no, I wasn't allowed to drive.
You were not allowed to drive.
You were in no state to be driving, Sammie.
You were in no state to be driving, Sammie.
I'm cool. I'm cool. See, look. My eyes are clear. Like, we're good.
We're not having
you're
a
good.
repeat of senior year, all right?
That was one time.
Exactly.
One time too many.
At this point, you see lights coming down the road, and then it turns into the driveway. And I believe that Lucy has ripped out the concrete driveway and replaced it with gravel because it's better for the environment. Get less runoff that way.
Mm-hmm.
And Tara's crunching up the driveway. She gets out the car, and she just moves real heavy. Real heavy. Up the last few feet towards the porch.
Hey,
And she just I filed a missing persons report, and they'll call me when they got information about the car or anything, or if they hear anything, and they got her in the database now, so everybody in the region's going to be looking out.
Have you checked your laptop, phone, anything like that? Emails?
Wait, mine or hers?
Hers.
I mean, I don't have her password.
You have a partner and you don't have their password to their stuff?
I have a partner and don't have the password because I trust them.
To be fair, I don't have my partner's passwords and they don't have mine.
I'm so like that, because I have serious nudes, so I don't want to just run through my stuff. I get it.
I'm just saying, what if something happens to one of you and you need to get into it for things, It's important.
There's like a fail-safe, but it's got to be 24 hours. Like if there's no activity on our account for 24 hours, like we don't log into anything anywhere, the other person gets a password emailed to them, but it's been 24 hours.
All right.
Okay. She reaches out to the pipe and just like takes it.
I hand it to her. Yeah.
Takes a hit of her own. Why the fuck are we out here on the porch? Get inside the house.
We're out here because Cole was out here.
I don't want to go in uninvited, it's...
I literally gave you my key. I gave it to you. I gave you the key.
I know, but it's just... It's not very gentlemanlike, all right?
Cole's a vampire.
Bullshit. Come on.
Confirmed.
Look, y'all haven't seen me in a long time, all right? But I've learned a thing or two in Nashville, all right?
What have you learned?
Manners, politeness, all right? I don't do keg stands anymore, okay?
But he's a vampire.
I'm not a vampire, all right?
Well, it just on the
Vampires are
chance that
cute.
you are a vampire, and Tara steps across the threshold of the house and turns to a big sweeping gesture. I'm formally inviting you into my home.
Oh, classic. Oh, I love this.
Very, very classy Tara.
Yeah, this is great.
Cole's gonna shake his head and kind of push through everybody, and is going to step over the door, the entryway, and is gonna turn and look to him and go, "It's going to be the last move that you make," and then is going to
Watch. You see that? And then he's going to catch on fire, and then, watch.
Ugh.
And he, you've seen those movies from, back in the day. You never say stuff like that. Ever. and then I end
No.
up getting killed.
That's okay. No, that's I'll be right back. All right, just don't say I'll be right back. It'll be fine. All right.
You just said it twice.
I didn't say it in the context of saying like, oh, I'm gonna go get some soda. I'll be right
Hey
back.
guys, like this is funny. It's great. My wife's missing. I don't want to talk about horror movies right now.
Yeah,
Fair.
about
Sorry.
that. What
You should-
happened earlier before you guys, went your separate ways and stuff?
You mean?
Did
what
you make
happened?
breakfast? Like,
I mean, I don't normally eat breakfast, and so
oh man, your metabolism gonna be like terrible.
I mean, I have coffee.
That is
Coffee is not a
healthy.
substitute for food. When I'm not here to berate you,
I've
I'm
heard
just
that lecture every other morning of the last 6 years of my life. Okay, coffee is a perfectly acceptable breakfast. Not everybody needs to eat.
Look,
Jay, who is small and being eaten by mosquitoes, is like, can we go inside?
yes, come inside,
Yeah, we
please.
should-
Sammy
I'll
will kind of
shovel
extend his
inside.
hand towards Cole. Sir, will you please help me over the threshold?
Jesus Christ, just get your ass in here, all right, Sammy.
Jay
Also,
like
you need to
gently
eat
pushes
something,
Sammy's
all right?
back, like, get inside. I'm being
Okay.
Oh fuck, I need to eat some too.
Do you have some
Dinner.
protein supplements, grapefruit, egg
Here,
whites?
hey, I can make something. You just go sit down.
We have
I-
food.
I can make you some smothered chicken and gravy with rice.
Lord, there's leftovers in the fridge. We got Cheez-Its in the cabinet.
Cheez-Its, all right.
We can get some takeout, I guess, if anything's still open. Jesus.
The only thing that's gonna be open is Hardee's.
Waffle
Uh,
House.
I'm not going.
Is there a Waffle House? Is there still a Waffle House?
Yeah,
Yeah, there's still a Waffle House.
Oh my god, I can
Waffle
get you a
House is
quadruple
gonna
waffle.
make it to the end of the world.
I was
No,
at the
because they
Waffle
don't
House
have those-
earlier.
They
Well-
will build a levee just around the Waffle House. You
They don't
realize that,
have
right?
It'll be
Houses
open when
in-
it's underwater.
Oh
They don't
yeah.
have Waffle Houses in Fresno, so I'm just like, oh man.
How are you alive?
None of this is gonna provide y'all any kind of
IHOP.
like energy, nutrient supplements you need. It's beside the point. Let's just.
I'm sorry, but Waffle
Look,
House got
all right,
chicken.
fine. Help yourself to whatever's in the fridge. I can't even think about food right now.
I'll get some groceries delivered for you tomorrow.
No, we have food. We have groceries.
You've got Cheez-Its and leftovers, all right?
There's shit if you want to make some rice and pasta. There's rice and pasta in the cabinet. There's lunch meat, bread.
Ow.
Fine. All right. Hey,
okay.
Sammy.
It's
Sammy.
okay.
Sit your ass down.
Sammy. She's stressed enough as it is. Let's just kind of focus on the details a little bit. If anybody has anything at all.
So you rehash everything that you've talked about already for the day during all the hours that you were going back and forth, looking around all over town, and nothing new has come up. There is nothing suspicious that Tara can think of. There is nothing in the house to indicate that Lucy would do anything other than a normal day's of work and then meet you guys at the bar. She dishes out some leftovers. There's she cooks a frozen pizza. There's chops up some tomatoes that she's got, that said that Lucy was growing out back, a couple other things. And eventually, it just becomes quite late. Tara's phone has gone off a few times. People have been calling. The word is starting to get around. And eventually she looks like death warmed over at one point. And she's sitting on the couch and she's literally starting to nod off on the couch.
Jay is passed out next to her with the Cheez-Its box in his lap. It's partially leaned up on her, he's just out.
Lucy, let's get you to bed. You
Okay.
go lay down.
Tara.
Sorry.
I don't want to.
You're passing out right now.
Come on, sugar. I'll throw you on my shoulder and put you in the bed. Not a problem.
You can try. I don't think you're big enough, but
Well, I do declare,
because you got so much experience tossing women over your shoulder and taking them places.
you don't know what I did in Fresno, okay? Money got tight one day. Never mind. I'm not even going down this route. No.
I mean, I got experience doing that.
All right, this movie star. Look, I don't.
Can't throw a woman around?
It's okay.
I don't think I've ever been more insulted in my life. Just what the fuck?
Don't worry, we'll cover.
All right, fine. I'll go to bed if y'all. You're welcome to stay.
I will tuck you in and sing you a lullaby.
That
Look
might
at
be
that, you
weird.
laughed.
That
You
might be
laughed.
weird.
Why would it be weird?
I don't know. I can't think of any possible reason, Sammie.
I'm just trying to be helpful and hospitable.
I know. I appreciate it. It's a lot.
Make sure you brush your teeth front and back.
You need help
sorry,
brushing your
what?
teeth?
Make sure you brush your teeth in front and back and stuff like that. It's really good. It's really important.
Okay, Dad.
Sorry, it's just when things like this happen, it can be easy to forget things, and you just.
No, you're right. All right, I'm going to bed. And y'all are welcome to stay. There's some more blankets in the closet if there's not enough. There might be an air mattress in there, maybe. I don't know.
And I will tuck you in and turn the thermostat down to a sensible 69.
Oh my god.
What? It's hot.
Welcome to the South.
I haven't forgotten.
And she heads to bed.
Sammie
So-
follows. Like, he's serious. He's gonna like tuck her in the bed.
She's annoyed. Says, "Get out! I gotta put my pajamas on." Kicks you back out.
You wear pajamas? Who wears clothes and okay, all right, you're fine. No.
I'll wear pajamas when there are strangers in my house.
I'm a stranger?
I never met you before today.
Oh yeah, well there's that. Never mind. You go do you.
Do the rest of
You-
y'all stay the night?
Yeah, I think Chloe curls up like on the recliner.
When Tara got up, Jay just kind of fell over. Jesus box just hit the floor. It was empty at that point.
Is there a swinging porch or a swinging, like a rocking
Swing on the porch?
Swing on the
Yeah.
porch, yeah.
Mhm.
Cole's gonna go and just kind of sit, and he's probably gonna fall asleep, but he's just watching, making sure, just in case anybody walks up or anything like that. He probably passes out with like a flashlight on his lap or something.
Yeah, it's one of those great big mag lights. They got good outdoor equipment. What does Sylvester do?
Well, because of peer pressure, I guess they're gonna stay and look for that air mattress.
You do find it, and it's long, no matter how long you wait, it never seems to blow up more than halfway. So it's clearly got a leak in it somewhere.
It's fine. So that's what they're doing.
Are you decent yet so I can tuck you in?
Oh, serious?
Yeah.
You went fine. Whatever. Come in.
Okay. All right. Lay in the bed. I'm not gonna wrap you up like a mummy. I'm gonna like do a little like tuck under.
She just has this look on her face. It's just like, this is weird. This is weird. This is really weird. But okay, it's happening. She lets you do it.
Okay. All right. Now you look comfortable to go to bed. So you sure don't want the lullaby? I can do
I'm
Camtown
pretty
Races.
sure. I'm pretty sure. I don't think that's very relaxing, but yeah, I'm good.
I wish I was in Dixie. Yeah, no, it's probably no.
I wouldn't.
No. Okay. All right. You go to bed. I'll see you.
See you in the morning.
All right. I'm gonna go downstairs. Is everyone all asleep?
Chloe's in an armchair. Jay has claimed the couch. Sylvester is sadly looking at an air mattress that won't inflate fully. Cole's outside on the porch swing.
Does Chloe have a blanket on so I could like put a blanket?
He doesn't.
I'm sure there's blankets around, so I just kind of
there's a bunch of
go
blankets
around and start putting blankets on the people.
Jay doesn't have a blanket either. It's just
All
So
right.
that and where the fuck is Cole? Oh, Cole's outside. Ew. Hey,
Yeah,
don't go sleep out here, man. There's mosquitoes.
it's fine. That's fine. Mosquitoes will be fine.
No, they're not. They carry West Nile and malaria.
I just want to make sure that somebody's here in case Lucy wanders up, you know?
And what the fat chance is going to do if you falling asleep on the porch?
Oh, well, at least she'll see a familiar face or something, you know?
She'll see a familiar face if you're inside. Please come in.
Look, the human body only needs about 5 hours of sleep to be able to work at peak functionality, all right?
That would be true for a human, but remember, you're a vampire.
So I don't need any sleep, right?
So I think perhaps you guys are gonna have to resolve this with a
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah, yeah. I believe I'm going to roll. Oh God, there's no hard-headedness.
No, but
so
there is dignity, which might be the closest thing you got.
yeah, we're gonna do dignity.
Compassion?
Alright. Compassion is a good one for this one, yeah.
All right,
Yeah, what we got?
17.
13.
All right. So Cole, you've won, and your difficulty is going to go up by 1.
All right.
And Sammie, you're going to lose another 1 from your compassion.
Okay. You're really going to sit out here with the mosquitoes?
I've done it before. It's fine.
Oh, God. Okay.
You don't remember when Timmy Robichaux came around and started fucking around with
We
Jay?
don't even talk about Timmy Robichaux
Exactly.
anymore.
Timmy Robichaux
It's
can go fuck himself, all right? I stayed
Yeah,
up and
and
I made
I
sure that Timmy
hope
Robichaux didn't come around.
I'm
All right. So we've resolved.
Mm-hmm.
So.
so he's just gonna like turn around and like find, I guess, a loose blanket and just like yeet it at him, and then just like close the door. Where's Sylvester?
Coming to terms with the mattress.
Are you comfortable if I share a mattress with you?
That's fine.
Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna like mummy and just lay back. And
it's not too bad with 2 people up there for like an hour.
Oh shit, my back's gonna hurt. Okay.
Fantastic. Yeah, they're just gonna throw a blanket on top and clock out.
All right. You all drift to sleep 1 by 1 by the power of sheer exhaustion. And then you are woken up entirely too early in the morning. Well, everyone except Cole, that is, because he's outside. The rest of you are woken up by Tara, like literally flinging open some curtains, and you can hear the metal rings sliding across the metal curtain rod, the bright sunlight coming in. And she's actually dressed pretty nicely. She's got on some nice slacks and like a nice short sleeve button up. Rise to shine!
It's too early.
It's time for church.
No, I don't.
Oh hell no.
Oh my
You
god.
go to church here.
No.
Nope.
It's time for breakfast.
Thank you.
Well, we can stop at the McDonald's on the way.
I
I'm
don't
really
eat
not feeling
McDonald's.
that.
They have coffee and donuts every morning now, every Sunday morning, in an effort to get people to come to church. We are going to church.
I'd really rather not.
They're
didn't-
gonna be making a little speech about Lucy and asking for people's help, and I would really appreciate it if y'all went to church with me for that.
That
Okay,
is
okay.
emotional. Oh,
Okay.
Sammie,
that's fine.
just this once.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
This might be weird to ask, but can I borrow one of Lucy's dresses? We were always about the same size.
Oh, yeah, I guess I don't see why that would be a problem.
Okay.
She picks up some muscle in the shoulders, and you're real skinny. You know,
I think
but-
we can make it work.
yeah, okay, yeah. The closet in the bedroom. She didn't have a whole lot of dresses, but she's got some. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
I need to get high.
Not. You
Look,
gotta go get high before we go to church?
If I have to sit in a freaking church,
That is fair.
compromise is fine, right?
Alright. You're not the one's gonna have to deal with hearing about how you brought somebody high to church for the next 12 years of your life.
no one will know that I'm high.
Somebody won't always know. Cole's gonna go to the back of his Suburban, his SUV, and he's gonna open up the back of it and pull out like a bag. It looks like a gym bag, and it's gonna pull out like a button down, and then just kind of like take off a shirt, fold it up, put it in, and then put on a button down so he looks at least semi-presentable.
Jay never ended up at their hotel, so all of their clothes are in their car, and so they go out, get the suitcase, and like drag it
Right.
inside.
So yeah, you're all able to make yourself presentable for church in
Yeah.
one way or another, borrowing clothes, that kind of thing. And you pile into various cars and drive out. And it's pretty early in the morning at this point. It's like, you know, I'm showing what I think is early here, but I'm gonna say it's probably like 8 when you guys are driving through town. That's very early. I'm just considering getting out of bed at that point to me. But it is already dripping hot at 8 o'clock in the morning. It is like getting smacked in the face with a wet wool blanket when you step outside.
Well, that is some imagery.
Yeah, the cicadas are screaming, just screaming in the trees. They already think it's noon, apparently. You drive through town, out towards the church, make your way where you remember it being. Just one little building kind of offset with like overgrown lot on 3 sides, and the trees that are circling the parking lot are just covered in kudzu. Just thicker and deeper and greener than you remember it being before.
I need to get some goats out here.
And you walk into the church, and there's people there meeting and greeting. There's a table set up out, you know, outside of the sanctuary, and there's coffee and donuts there. And as you go and look around, you can notice that the paint is chipping at all the corners. Like, not doing a whole lot of upkeep here, but there's coffee and donuts.
JB lines for the coffee.
So does Chloe.
Another
Sammie
good
is just like-
Sylvester.
I'm
I
gonna-
think, Chloe, I think your grandma's there. She's manning the table. You know, she volunteers. And she is very pleased. She's, Chloe, you made it after all. Look at you. I'm so glad you're here.
I did, Grandma. How are you doing?
I'm doing just great now that I've seen you.
Yeah.
She hands you a cup of coffee. Cream sugar's over there. And
Great.
donuts are there. You know, they're Dunkin', but,
Yeah.
you know.
Dunkin's better than nothing.
Yeah, we lost the Krispy Kreme a while back. They pulled out not long after you guys left too. It was a blow just as hard. But they're yeah, we got the jelly fields, if you still like those, you know.
Yeah, my.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, baby. I know you're friends with Lucy. I know you came down here for her. I'm so sorry. And she like turns to Sylvester and Jay at the table as well.
Mhm.
It's just terrible.
I think when Grandma says that, Chloe like kind of fingers the hem of her dress a little bit.
Jay is just fidgeting with his cane. And says, "Yeah, but they haven't found anything yet, so it's possible that things will be fine.
Yes,
We can
absolutely. We
Hope
gotta,
and pray for it, Grammy Hawthorne."
yes, we gotta. Well, it's not Hawthorne, you know that. It's, you know,
That was a Izzy forget,
yeah.
not
Yeah.
a Jay forget.
Yeah.
So
Y'all know that Hawthorne is not actually Chloe's last
Yeah.
name. It's Hogg.
that's fair.
mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, and Grandma isn't my paternal grandma either.
Yeah,
She's,
it's
she's my maternal grandma.
yeah, it's Hauser, Lori Hauser.
Okay, Grammy Hauser.
Yeah.
Pretend I said that.
That's right. We just gotta pray. We gotta pray. We're gonna have some words spoke before service. You know, to carry that. Yeah. What are Cole and Sammie doing?
Is Pops here? Mom, Pops.
Yeah, absolutely. They're there.
Cole's going to walk over to them with Sammie. He's gonna bring him over because just in a little bit, I think maybe Mom and Pa, the parents, Cole's parents might have liked Sammie, knowing that Sammie was a bit of a troublemaker, but good sort, good heart, things of that nature. Daddy.
There you are, starting to worry where you been. Can't call, can't text.
Sorry, we were out looking for her.
Right. Yeah, I know. I know you're a grown man. You don't gotta tell me where you are, but
I know, don't worry. Sammie's here, by the way. I don't know if you remember Sammie.
Sammie.
Hey,
God, I
Mr.
hadn't seen you
Bevo.
in. Lord, it's been a minute, hasn't it?
I know. I grew more hair on my face.
I noticed that is definitely hair on your face.
Yeah, puberty took me out. It's so good to see you. You look absolutely fantastic. Did you lose weight? You gain muscles?
Not really. It's just slow.
You kind of like
Are you
reach
all
out like,
right?
great. I'm just happy to be here. We're here to look for Lucy. I'm just trying to be a good, helpful man.
I think you're gonna need to make a roll, Sammie.
Okay.
I think this is I think that this is gonna be. I'll let you choose between dignity and health here.
Health?
Yeah, you're trying to fool him that you're not high.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm gonna take a die away from you as well because you use drugs to cope with some deep
Okay.
issues.
Oh. 15.
You just squeaked by. So next time it'll be one more difficult.
Okay. I'm doing great, Mr. Bevel. I'm having a great time being back home and seeing all of my lovely friends and family. And again, you look really great.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess fear and grief does drive us to do strange things.
Yeah.
You don't have to put on a brave face, son. It's scary. It's scary.
It really is scary, and I think I need to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, it's right that way. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sammie takes off, and then Scott Bevel looks at it. Is he okay?
So I kind of took Sammie on a run last night, and then with the news of Lucy and everything like that, it's kind of hitting him. He's been winded. I don't think he's ran a kilometer in a long time, and so I think it,
run how long?
A kilometer.
A what now?
A half a mile.
Yeah, I wasn't aware we joined the European Union.
That's how they measure things in marathon. It's fine. It's whatever. Look, okay.
Look, the Europeans aren't even part of the European Union anymore.
Okay, look. Yeah, I know, Pops. Look, I was talking to some of the police last night and everything, and I let them know, saying, hey, if you need anything, go ahead. Also, we could be on top of things. I gave them my name. Is there anything that we can do for the store? Maybe put up a reward or for any information, anything like that?
Oh, reward. I mean, if there's like a fund going, we could maybe see about contributing to it, but I don't know that we have the money for a reward, but we can put up flyers for sure. We can put up some flyers.
Yeah, I mean, a fund is fine. Yeah, flyers are great.
Yeah, the more people who see your face, the faster she'll be found. Yeah.
Is everything all right with the store, Pops?
Everything's fine. Yeah. Same as it's always been. I'm gonna go get some donuts here before the Boston cream ones are gone.
Don't eat too many of them, all right? They go right to your thighs, all right?
Lord, I get enough of that from your mother.
I'm just saying.
He's just walking away already.
Cole's gonna go sit down.
Yeah. And it's about that time everyone starts to file into the congregation, out there. Everyone sits down, and this is a preacher that you all know has been preaching here since probably before you were born. He's older in dirt. Can't understand how the man still has the energy to sit at the pulpit, to stand at the pulpit, and get his voice projecting all the way out, because this is not a church that uses electronics for this, all right? There are no electric guitars up on stage. There's an acoustic guitar, and you're thankful that's what you got for worship. But his voice booms out as he welcomes you all into the church. He says, before we get started with our sermon today, we just want to say a few words. Y'all know that we've had Lucy Ward. Y'all know her. Everyone knows Lucy. Her car was found by the side of the road on the highway out of town, just pushed down into the swamp, and she was not in it, which we are going to take as a good thing, as a good sign that she is fine. But we're not sure where she's at right now, so just if anybody knows anything, just make sure you talk to the police and get that information out there. If you saw her, you heard somebody that saw her, you have any information about where she might be, the faster we do that, the better chances she's going to be found. And I'm sure that she is fine and well, and just probably tired and thirsty from taking a wrong trip through the woods or something. And we'll find her soon, and we will keep her in our prayers today. We will pray for Lucy Ward. And the whole congregation. Amen at that point.
Amen.
And then they launch right into the worship. They call it where you're singing. How are y'all feeling at this point?
Day exists.
Chloe likes songs. It's the part of church she always liked. She used to be in the choir when she was a kid, when she was a teen. And her mom still is probably in the choir.
Yeah, you can see her up there.
So
looks like one of your brothers has joined too. Mom's must have finally got to work on him.
Cole is anxious, but he's also kind of, as everybody's singing, he's kind of scanning the eyes of the crowd, kind of just seeing if there's anybody that just seems out of place, except for us, this motley crew and everything like that. And when he says us, he doesn't even really mean him because he fucking blends in pretty well. But
yeah,
just somebody that just seems like they haven't been around here, or if there's his mind's just kind of put together. He's like drifter, this kind of thing,
Okay. So you're just looking for people who are out of place, people you don't recognize. There are several faces you don't recognize, but that's also not all that surprising, considering it's been basically 20 years since you really lived here. Even though you've been back several times, the city changes in 20 years.
Yeah.
You recognize some people. A lot of people look vaguely familiar, but nobody seems super out of place. This is still a church community where most people dress a little nicer on Sundays than they do during the rest of the week.
Yeah.
People are either paying attention or doing a real good job of pretending to pay attention.
Yeah.
It is hot though. The AC is just not quite up to the task of keeping out that hot, muggy air. And as you look around, you can see more than a few shirts are getting a little wet, a little stained with sweat. Sylvester, how are you feeling? Because your uncle invited you to church last night. You were kind of, but you're here now.
They're the exact same way. They are very uncomfortable in this spot, as if their skin will probably catch fire at any second.
All right. After the song and worship segment is over, the preacher launches right into his sermon. Right into the sermon, and it is a fiery one. And he gives a whole sermon about how, there are consequences to our sinful lifestyles, and we must live with them. If you choose to not follow the biblical teachings, well, you cannot be surprised at the consequences the devil plants in your life when you give him that foothold. And so on and so forth. And he's very animated. His face turns kind of red as he rails about leaving your sin behind. And in doing so, you'll leave behind all those bad, negative consequences. And it goes on for an uncomfortably long time. But eventually, he finally closes the sermon with a prayer. He forgets to say Lucy's name. It's not included in the list of things that he prays for. And then he dismisses the congregation. People stand up, they start to file out, drifting towards the doors. There's talk of going to Golden Corral.
Gotta love that soft serve and steak.
And the warm pizza.
Warm pizza.
And the gummy mac and cheese.
Gummy mac and cheese. Yeah, Golden Corral.
You only go there for biscuits and that's it.
Look, you gotta go somewhere after church. You gotta go to lunch somewhere.
Golden Corral.
Charlie's.
When you're here, you're extended family.
Oh.
So are y'all just drifting towards the door? Is there anyone in particular you're looking to meet?
Cole is going to send a text message real quick to Aaron and just say, checking in, thinking of you, something bad happened. I just hope you're okay. That's it.
You get a response. Not long. It's a few minutes. It says, I'm doing great. Great to hear from you. Thinking of you all day, every day. XXX. Sorry that something bad happened. Do you want to talk about it?
Not now. At a family gathering. We'll talk afterwards.
Okay. I love you. XXX.
Just a heart, you too.
I think Chloe is kind of floating, and I'm picturing Chloe might kind of get like, people be like, oh, I saw you on TV. Like people who remember her. I think she was kind of popular in high school a little bit, so there might be some people trying to get her to buy MLM products. And
there's a couple, but Lori has picked that up. Grandma has picked that up at this point. She's learned a little better about that. This is my granddaughter. It's my one and only granddaughter. Gonna be a big TV star. No, we're good on Tupperware right now. We don't. Oh, we're good on oils too. No, I don't wear those yoga pants. Thank you. And then I think a face you do actually recognize comes running up to you. This is Catherine. Catherine Heights. She was always closer with Sammie, but you know her. You guys were friends in high school too. And she comes running up. She says, "Chloe, oh my God!
Hey, Catherine, how are you?"
"Oh, I'm doing so good." And she pulls you into a big hug. Then she pulls you back and your hands on your shoulders. Looks, "I'm so proud of you."
Oh, thank you.
That was very brave what you did. Inspiration. Even in this day and age, people are still afraid to just come out and say that they're bisexual. I am so proud of you for putting it in the magazine.
I think Chloe's face sinks a little bit, and she's like, yeah, I thought, it's Pride Month, it was time to do it.
Oh, says your grandma. I must have missed that article. What magazine was that in?
It was in it was in People in the LGBT Pride section.
And I come in at that moment and kind of just
Sure. Catherine sees you come and it's like, I think I just did a bad thing, Sammy.
I think you did. Oh my God. So I'm just not worthy of a hug or anything. I'm just, taking up space.
Okay. Well, yeah, I usually skip over that section in the magazine, says Grandma. And then Catherine turns to you, Sam, and says, I think we should go.
Yeah. I'm
It
just
was
gonna
so
kind
good to see you, Chloe. And Grandma Hauser, I gotta come back and get some biscuits sometime. I really do, but I gotta go. And she like links arms with Sammy. It's just like, please get me out of here.
Sammy will leave and he'll just kind of look back at Chloe and just say, mouth, leave now. Run. And I'll go out.
Oh, he doesn't run.
You're just left there in that aisle next to your grandma, who's just kind of looking at you.
Can I spill something before I leave or something? I just don't want my friend to be just sitting there by himself.
I'm about to intercept you, so don't worry. I got
oh
plans
God.
for you.
Okay.
Your grandma turns to you. Says, are you coming to Golden Corral?
Yeah, I'll be there, Grandma.
Great. I normally give some of the ladies a ride because some of the older ladies that don't feel comfortable driving anymore. So are you okay? Driving yourself? Is that all right?
I'll get a ride with someone. I'll figure it out.
Oh, good. I'm glad. 1 second, my headphones are dying because I forgot to charge them. I need to get my cable here. Sorry, guys.
Rip and rest.
Sad fact, I've been in a similar situation that Chloe has been in. This is incredibly uncomfortable.
Man.
A lot of
This
us
is
have.
so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
Big time.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah, and Grandma Lori heads out the door at that point. Back up. Jay, where are you? And Sylvester, where are you?
Sylvester, they just kind of hovered in the towards the back of the church, kind of totally watching that, like feeling awful about it, but they don't say anything, just kind of staring at what's left over. If Chloe's still standing there,
I think Chloe is. As you're kind of observing this, you recognize Miss Carol Ann walking by, looking around like she's searching. She does not recognize you. Her eyes just glide right over you. Is not as somebody she's looking for, but you see her looking around and searching, and she's heading towards the exit.
oh, Miss Carolyn, can I help you with anything?
Oh, hello. I'm sorry. Have we met? I'm sorry. My memory's not always the greatest.
Sylvester. It's
Sylvester.
been a long time.
Oh, I'm so terribly sorry. I don't remember you. Please forgive me. I'm getting a little dotty in my old age here, but I was just looking for my son. I don't know if you know him. Or looking for Sammy Boyd if you know where he's at, because I could talk to him too. He'll probably know.
Actually, I haven't seen him.
Okay.
Sammie, that is.
Well, have you seen Jay then?
No, I just came visiting. Are they in town?
Well, I know Sammy is because I talked to him yesterday, and then he mentioned that Jay was probably going to be in town, and I just cannot. I want to talk to him. He's here, so.
Well, I can stay behind and help you look.
I would appreciate that. Thank you. Let's see. Sammy would know where he is. I thought I saw Sammy earlier. He's, kind of stands out. That crazy hair.
Well, we can. Oh, I didn't know that. Maybe we could just linger towards the bathrooms. They'll probably come out. Somebody will if they're here.
a good idea. Let's do that. She heads
Okay.
off. And the two of you head towards the bathrooms.
I'm trying to figure out where Jay is, because I know during the service Jay was sat in the back.
Mm-hmm.
So they would have been one of the first people out. So I'm just trying to figure out if they did actually go outside or if they're hiding until everyone is gone.
Well, I had pictured that you were probably out in like the parking lot waiting on your ride because you came with everyone else.
Yeah, that tracks. I'm
can't
probably
leave
like
without him.
probably like tucked off to the side, like trying to just blend in with the foliage. Like nobody look at me.
Most people walk right by you because they're not expecting to see Jay, and so they just don't recognize. You get a few people say hi, hello, how are you, but it's very clear it's just like a general, like, oh, this is a person at church, I should say hi kind of greeting.
Yeah, most of them probably wouldn't recognize Jay whatsoever at this point. There's probably a few looks of people going like doing a double take.
Yeah, you look vaguely familiar to some people, but everybody's heading out. They gotta go to lunch.
Yeah.
Like the Golden Corral is ready, and you got to
It's
get there
brunch
right
time.
away, or you're gonna be there with like behind 30 other people. So you got to get there first.
Yeah.
What is Cole doing?
Cole is probably okay. So I'm wondering, Scott, Pops, Paul, Daddy. He's probably a deacon.
Okay.
So he's probably standing by him a little bit and like looking at people, shaking hands and everything like that, but he's occasionally looking over and trying to track people. And is, I guess, looking for Sammie, make sure Sammie's not getting in any trouble, just looking for everybody. Cuz it's like okay, it's daytime. We did the church thing, looking for Tara, like let's start organizing some stuff. He thinks about going over to his old football buddies because he probably sees them. You know how they stand in the parking lot in church. They all got their dip cups and they wore their best button up, but they're still wearing their camo hats
that
to
same
church.
beat up hat with a fish hook paper
Exactly.
clip on it. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. He thinks about going over to ask them, but thinks better of it, being like, "Have you seen anything like that?" But it's just gotta kind of wait and look around. And just trying to find Sammie, Jay, anybody, and be like, hey, we need to, like, this is important. Like, I know we gotta.
It's easy. Yeah, it's easy to spot Tara. She's basically kind of surrounded by a crowd, mostly women. There are very few men around her, and mostly younger. Like, there's like a gap of it's people who are around 30 and under and people who are like over 65, 70. Like most people in that middle age group are not coming up to her. But you can tell it's people with well wishes, trying to give her comfort, trying to be helpful, kind of thing. She's looking a little overwhelmed, but handling it. It can be overwhelming to have suddenly so many people trying to comfort you during a difficult time. Just trying to keep your shit together can be difficult. If you're kind of walking around, I think you would see Chloe and her grandmother talking. You'd see Catherine come up, Sammie come up. Catherine and Sammie make a hasty exit. Then the grandma leave a minute later, and Chloe's just kind of standing there. You could see Sylvester in the back talking to Miss Carol Ann.
Good. Kind of seeing that everybody's accounted for and everything like that. Just Cole's gonna go and is going to stand behind Tara and just do like a not gonna touch her shoulder or anything like that, but it's just gonna take his finger and it's just gonna tap her hand as just like a, if you need an out,
silent support,
I've got you. If you need an out, I've got you. If you I'm just here.
She looks over at you and it's just like, thank you, kind of like mouths. And I think it becomes very natural for you to just kind of step in and direct the attention of some of those people towards you because you're known here. People know who you are because you come back pretty often. So people are happy to see you. You get some of that well-wishing going on.
Yeah.
Sammie, where are you going?
I guess I'm being led out by Catherine, so I just going to go where until she stops.
And she takes you out of the sanctuary and then like makes a hard left around the doors and down to one of those little hallways that goes back towards like the bathrooms and the kitchens and like the meeting room and all that stuff. And she just turns, looks at you and goes, "Oh my God.
You fucked up.
Who's still in the closet these days?
You fucked up.
I fucked up.
Also,
don't say that in the church. You're gonna get me in trouble.
no one can hear me. You know I'm a godless heathen.
The Lord hears everything.
Save that for 6-year-old me. Let's not. But you messed up. Is that better?
I did. I messed up real bad.
You did. You put your foot so far down your throat.
God, I'm gonna be shitting socks for a week.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and it's trapped in your Golgi apparatus.
There we go. Oh, you are a bad influence, Sammie boy.
I haven't done anything. You're the one that did it. And I did it. We didn't even try to get Chloe out.
Look. All right. Speaking of bad influences.
Yeah? Want to get high?
Yes.
I knew it.
There's nothing to do in this boring town.
No, nothing. Kind of like, I would say sex and football, but that's like somewhere in North Carolina.
That's here too. It's about all you get. You know, how do you think half the girls still here from high school like have like 6 kids?
Yeah. That
Raleigh
Durham special. Like.
Anyway.
Yeah.
My car's back. I got tinted windows, you know, so we can.
Yeah.
But I don't feel comfortable doing it in the church bathroom.
Doing what?
Whatever it is you got.
I mean, I got a little something of everything, you know.
All right, Sammie, I'm so glad you're back in town.
It's not permanent. And speaking of town,
it's fine. It's fine.
I know, but you know, have you seen anybody like, you know? I just really got here. I was just seeing if they were still around.
Who? What?
Never mind. Let's go get high.
Okay.
Oh, get some of those donuts. I like.
Honey, it's
strawberry.
real cute that you think there are any donuts left.
There are donuts left.
Honey, what? People don't need to go to the bathroom that much during sermon.
That's fine, but they don't take all the donuts out. There are some donuts in this kitchen.
If you're walking by the table, she gestures. There are no donuts.
There are no fucking donuts. God damn
and
it.
at this point, I think that Miss Carol Ann is going to walk out with Sylvester. And she's just talking your ear off, Sylvester, like about everything. She still isn't quite convinced that she knows you, that she's actually met you, but she's playing along. You can tell, but she's telling you about her coffee shop, about this new boy she hired, didn't think it's going to work out, but he did make the customers real happy, apparently. So maybe there's hope. Talking to Mile a minute.
Just go on and on.
So you spot Sammie pretty easily. Do you point him out to her?
Sammie or Jay?
Sammie. Because they're still inside, like in the like the entry before you get into the sanctuary.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not gonna put any attention to Sammie.
All right. I would like you to make a roll then.
Cool.
I'm thinking this is probably courage.
All right, let's see.
And do you have anything that might apply here?
Nope. And I got another 13.
Okay. So that is not actually high enough to keep her from seeing him. So you failed that. So you're going to take a point out of courage for that one. All right, but she spots him over your shoulders. Sammie, there you are.
Run, Catherine, run.
You can tell me twice. She says, I need to pee real bad all of a sudden. And I turn around and
I gotta help you pee. Let's go.
Oh, Sammie, wait, come on. I need your help.
I gotta take a leak like it's nobody's business. So
Which is why you were walking away from the bathroom, Sammie. I only need like 30 seconds of your time, sweetheart. Is my son here? Have you seen him?
No.
Well, just yesterday you said he was coming to town.
Yeah, but I haven't seen him.
Well, if you see him, tell him I would love to see him.
Okay. I'll be sure to do that.
All right, well.
Go to the Golden Corral. I hear the chopped steak is good.
Oh, Lord, it's too late now. I'm going to have to wait another 20 minutes before I even think about leaving. That line right now is like...
I mean, if you go now, you can already kind of be set up and get the steak. Because...
Honey, that line is like 60 people deep at this point. You might as well wait till the rush is over and then go.
Okay, it's up to you. No chop steak then.
I mean, honey, I'm better chop steak at home. You gotta go out for gossip. You don't go for food.
This is true. And there's some real gossip coming out of the Golden Corral.
Yeah. All right. Well, you enjoy yourself, Sammie. I'll see you around.
You too.
All right. And she turns to you, Sylvester, says, well, I guess it's probably foolish to think he'd be here at church, I guess. But
have a good Sunday. God bless.
You too. God bless you. And she heads out the door. And Jay, you see your mom walking out.
I'm just trying to like blend into the kudzu and it's not working.
She comes over to stand near you and says, oh, hello. Like she doesn't really know you. And she pulls out a cigarette. And she thought your mom had quit. And she pulls it and says, you don't mind if I smoke here, right? It's not like you're not gonna don't tell on me.
No, I'm not gonna tell on you.
Thank you. And she lights it up, takes a long drag, lets it out real slow, which you know is a sign that she is deeply stressed about something. She turns to you and says, oh, you do look awfully familiar. Do I know you?
I'm trying to think of what to say. Like,
I mean, deer in the headlights is kind of like I feel like an appropriate
yeah,
reaction
like,
here.
Just like a pause is a little bit too long for a natural reaction before they say no.
If it's too long, yeah, I think I'm gonna have you roll. Would you rather do courage or hope?
I don't think this is courageous. This is the opposite of courageous.
I
as a player, am going to argue that.
I think this is hope.
You're rolling to see if you stay brave, is what I'm thinking.
And I have to only roll 2 dice now because I succeeded last time? Or
no,
is that...
it means that your difficulty check is one higher and goes up.
Okay.
So are you rolling courage or are you rolling hope?
Hope.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
So I think this is a thing you are afraid of, though. Won't be able to stand your ground with your family regarding health and identity.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take a die away from you for that.
Okay, I'm going to roll again then.
Yeah, 2d6 plus your
6
plus the attribute.
8, 9, 10. That's 12.
A 12 does not succeed. So
yeah, figured.
Lose a point, but things are not harder for you anymore. And she turns and looks at you, and as you say, as soon as you that look, panic, and then you say, no. She looks at you, goes, oh my god, baby, I didn't recognize you.
Oh, mama.
Hey. And she goes, and she does give you a hug. She goes in for a hug.
I think, like, tense, kind of doesn't not give a hug back, but it's that kind of awkward hug.
Yeah, it's a little awkward on Carol Ann's part as well. Like, it's not as close or as tight as it would normally be. She's a little tense. It's very short, which is not something she tends to do. And she pulls back and says, wow, look at you. You didn't tell me you were coming back to town.
Was a spur of the moment thing, and I sort of drove all night.
Oh God. Oh Jesus,
I only live in Kentucky.
I mean, still, it's a long drive.
That was like 8 hours.
Yeah. Um,
Feels awkward under her stare, like
it is awkward. And
because
she's just looking at you very intensely, like all searching your whole face, just like takes in your whole appearance. Just...
he's got like patchy, kind of scruffy, like facial hair, the green hair that's styled pretty much like this, more masculine features.
It's been some time, hasn't it?
Yeah, a bit of time.
I mean, I heard, and I don't really understand all like the social media outside of like what I got to do for the business and stuff. I don't understand a lot of the platforms. But like people been telling me, people that you talk to, they pass me news. So I know it's different seeing you in person.
Internally, like racking his brain, like, who told mom? Realizes it was probably one of the two siblings. Because they're all friends on Facebook.
Right. Yeah. Wow.
And he's not sure how to react to the emotions that are happening right now.
Yeah, it's clear she's not sure either. And she finally says, were you planning on going to the Golden Corral?
If Cole goes, because he's my ride.
Oh, Cole's here.
Yeah,
right, of course Cole's here. He comes back all the time.
Like Jay kind of like looks like tiptoe, because still short, to see over people's heads, like over there.
Right, yeah. Cole's mom gets to see him all the time.
Yeah. We came into town because Lucy invited us.
Yeah, I saw Sammie yesterday, so I guess your friends are lying to me too. They said they hadn't seen you and they didn't know where you were. Am I that much of a monster? You don't want to see your own mama?
It's hard to explain without hurting your feelings, because it's not going to make sense to you.
I mean, very little of this makes sense to me, but
that's part of why.
I'm trying. I would try for you.
Can you repeat that? It turned into mush in my ears.
I would try for you.
I wish you'd said that before I left.
I wish you'd have told me anything. No, maybe this would have been easier if you'd come back more often instead of getting all in one go. Maybe I could have seen you along the way, and my brain would understand and make sense of this. But I just can't. I can't. I hope I see you again before you go. But I need to leave. And she turns and starts to walk away.
Jay's not gonna stop her. It's just tense, like very tense. Shoulders are very stiff, kind of like mouth set.
She's got that same, like, you can see the tension in her shoulders.
Their posture is very, very similar.
You've looked in the mirror sometimes and thought, oh, that's mom.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah. Jay just, I think, just goes to Cole's truck and gets in the bed of it to not be around people.
Cole. Actually, let's hop over to Chloe. What are you doing at this point?
I think Chloe is kind of panicking and maybe sees the rest of her family come out of the church and kind of uses that as a distraction and goes to give them a hug.
They're happy to see you.
Hmm.
They give you hugs back.
Hey, Ma. Hey, Dad. Hey, Bo.
They all give you greetings. They're happy to see you. You all right?
Yeah, yeah. Can I talk to you for a second, Mom?
Sure, sweetie. Yeah.
Yeah. And as we step away, you remember how we had that talk back, you know, after I left high school that I date boys and girls?
I remember.
Well, there was an article about it in the magazine, and someone brought it up
I'm aware.
around Grandma.
Oh.
And, you know, I'm not ashamed of who I am. I'm proud. But...
Right. You know, I understand. You know, stuff like that is harder for your grandma. It's harder for most older people. They just, you know, things change for them real quick.
Yeah.
I'm real sorry, but you know she still loves you.
Yeah, I know, and I know you still love me too, and
Of course.
I know Dad still does. And...
Well, you're gonna be okay, sweetie. You're here with friends, right? You got a lot of friends here. You came to see some friends.
Yeah. I'm staying with Grandma. We came here to see Lucy, and I'm sure you heard what happened.
Honey, yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna help her wife find her.
Well, it looks like Tara's getting a little bit overwhelmed. There's an awful lot of well wishers.
Oh, you know what?
Some people.
Oh shit! I totally got caught up.
Oh, we are in church.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna go see if she needs some help.
I think that's a good idea. Watch your mouth.
Yeah. I'll give her another hug. And
Yeah,
then
she hugs you back, kisses you right in the forehead.
Rush over to Tara.
All right, so you get there at the same time as Jay getting over there. Sylvester, you've just been left by Miss Caroline, and so you're just there with Sammie, who's been like abandoned rapidly by each person.
I'm ready to get out of here. I hate this place.
I hate it even more.
Oh, I bet you don't. I bet I hate it the most.
You wanna smoke for it?
No. And they start walking out.
Okay. I'll walk out too.
All right, you guys walk out. I think you can see everyone's kind of like congregating around Tara, and that Cole is already there doing the community member thing. And I think Tara at this point is like, well, you know, it's getting to be lunchtime. I'm real hungry. I'm sure you guys got to make it out to the Golden Corral.
That boy, I swear.
All right. Thank y'all, everybody. All right. If y'all have anything, other questions and concerns, all right, you can go ahead. Go down to Bevel's Handy Hardware. All right. We're going to be starting to fund everything like that. If you have any information, go ahead. Bring it by. We'll have a drop box. You can just leave it by. Check in with the police. Please let us know, all right? Thank you. God bless. You're all doing wonderful. Thank you. Enjoy your steak.
Yeah, most of the people seem to disperse, you know, a couple of stragglers on. It takes a couple of repeated attempts to get some people, especially some of the elderly women who just really want to talk about things, to take a hint. But they do eventually. Most of them leave, except y'all notice one man about the same age as y'all kind of hanging on a bit in the back. He's been sitting like in his car, and the radio's been going. You've been like catching little snippets of lyrics as they come through. You've been heard, you know, though my brittle body was caught in a snare, my soul learned how to travel. And there's, you know, people talking, and then you hear 7 years we drown, 7 years we rise. Kind of, it sounds very English folksy, but odd. But it comes through, and when everyone's left, he comes up, says, "Hi, Tara. Hi, y'all." How y'all doing? Been a while? He looks vaguely familiar to all of you. And Tara does not look happy to see him. Parker.
Does that name ring a bell?
It might for some of you.
No, it doesn't.
And I'm letting you make the decision. Is it like maybe you knew him when you were in high school?
Yeah, I think Chloe knew Parker.
Okay.
Oh, Chloe, hi. You got your show's going. Congrats.
Yeah. How you doing, Parker?
Oh, just as good as ever. It's it's great living here in Beaumarch. I just want to tell y'all how sorry I am about Lucy. About what's happened to her. That's give my condolences. Lucy's always been a real bright spot. We're all real worried sick about her.
You actually live in this shithole?
Yeah, my whole life. You don't remember me, do you?
Parker, were you that kid that... Were you the worm-eating kid? Or were you the other one?
I'm gonna guess the other one. I don't know anything about worms. I was a freshman when y'all were seniors.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I do. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Backpack kid.
I don't
Pretty
really
sure.
remember that,
Probably
but
had
sure.
backpack.
I'm sorry, you wore your backpack to every class. It was a thing. It was...
There was a shortage on lockers, yeah. They just didn't have enough lockers for all students, so
Not bad.
didn't want to pay a
Well,
lock fee.
Well, how the fuck are you, man? How you doing?
I'm doing great. How the fuck are you, Sammie?
I'm good. I'm good. Good.
Tara interrupts you guys and says, "What do you want, Parker?" And she looks at the rest of you and says, "He's been bothering us. He's been bothering Lucy. What the fuck he wants?"
All right, bro.
Okay, we'll remember this.
What is this hostility?
I think Jay has been projecting some mild hostility because I don't think Jay liked Parker when they were all in high school, like whatsoever.
You probably didn't.
This is just like when you insisted on coming to every rehearsal for our plays, even though you weren't in the fucking play.
Just trying to show my support. I wanted to learn something. I didn't make auditions. I thought, I could learn something by watching and do better the next year. And I did get a role next year. Turns out I'm just not a very good actor.
Wait, you've been buzzing around though? Not buzzing around. I don't want to be rude. Hi, Cole Bevel. I don't know.
I remember you, Cole. Yeah.
I just want to get this straight. You've been hanging around.
Did you beat him up, Cole?
I don't.
No, nobody ever beat me up.
Listen, we
I've
can
met
rehash
him
memories
since then. He's
later.
been back to
It's
town,
fine.
unlike the rest of y'all.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing around. I'm sorry. I've got other stuff going on in my head. But,
It's all right. I don't take it personal. I know
so
that I'm forgettable.
Look, I don't want to sit here and poke holes and try to remember who you are and stuff like that. We can do that another time. We can go get a drink at someplace. It's fine.
Tara Pop says he can't go to Dredges anymore.
So I'm just trying to clarify here because I'm my daddy's really busy with the store and everything like that. So I'm kind of collecting any information. Kind of the Bevels are going to kind of collect a fund, see if we can do anything for Tara and Lucy like that. So I've kind of been collecting some things, kind of like a sponge.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's mighty nice of y'all.
yeah. So I just want to get some clarification here. You've been hanging around. You've been putting your nose.
Oh, no, not like that. Lucy and I are friends. And Tara says, "This man does not know a boundary if it reared back and slapped him across the face."
Yeah, just like he was friends with the whole drama club.
I highly doubt that you were friends with Lucy.
We were friends. We would text and hang out, get a drink occasionally, and went fishing once.
Just because Lucy was nice and didn't know how to say no to people.
Lucy's nice, yeah.
Well, we ain't.
Okay. All right. Let's. Hey,
I'm nice.
Parker, when was the last time you saw Lucy?
Day before yesterday.
Excellent, great day before yesterday. What did you two do? Did you talk about anything?
I mean, I just ran into her at the supermarket.
Ran into her at the supermarket. Okay. Talk about anything? How'd she seem? She seemed normal?
She seemed fine, yeah.
Okay.
I already talked to the police. As soon as I heard, I went right to them and like, told them everything I knew and everything. And Tara's like, great, thanks. If we need anything from you, Parker, we'll let you know. And she turns around and just walks back to her car. Parker's like,
Oh, he's going to go with her.
okay. Right. All right. Well, I just wanted to express my condolences.
Things are really tender and sore right now. All right. So just.
Yeah, I know.
Parker,
Yeah.
why are you expressing your condolences? She's not dead.
Well, of course, like it's a terrible thing that has happened though. She's gone missing and I don't know where she's at and
Where were
wherever
you
she is,
yesterday?
she's probably scared and lonely.
Where were you yesterday?
Oh, just like around, was working.
Somebody can
Where?
corroborate that story, like your place of work.
Excuse me? Are y'all the cops now?
Listen, we're all very concerned.
Yeah. And I, told the cop everything I know because Lucy is a friend of mine too.
Wait, the cop talked to you? When?
The cop's talking to everybody.
It's a small town, Sammie.
I went
They're
by
gonna
this
talk to
morning.
everyone.
I woke up. Somebody texted me last night and woke up at like 7 a.m. and I just went straight down to the police and said, hey, here's the last time I saw her.
Wow, you're a good old boy, huh? Okay.
She's a friend of mine. Worried about her.
So what is this about not respecting boundaries? Because I'm concerned about
Oh,
that.
Tara's so upset and worried. She doesn't like me because, like before they dated or got married or whatever, I asked Lucy out. She wasn't interested. That's fine. It happens.
Oh, I used to hook up?
No, we never hooked up.
Oh.
I asked her out. She said no. Then she got married to Tara.
Oh.
And Tara just can't deal with the fact that Lucy's bi or pan or whatever, and Tara's a lesbian and feels threatened.
Can I roll? I know it's not an insight check, but I would love to roll a compassion or dignity on this guy to kind of see like how much he's stretching and how much he's like.
I think compassion would make
Okay.
sense here. Yeah.
All right.
And it's going to be one harder for you because you succeeded last time.
Succeeded last time. Yep. So that is going to be a 15.
A 15 is not quite high enough. He's a tough nut to crack.
He is a tough nut to crack. Most
We're
incels
gonna
are.
lose a compassion.
All right.
But you get enough to know that he's got like a wall. Like this is careful. He's very slick, it seems like. So it's hard to read him. He could very well be telling the truth. He might not be. You honestly can't tell.
Parker, are you single?
Excuse me?
Are you single?
Are you hitting on me, Sammie?
Not yet. I just asked.
Say that you don't. I am not interested.
No need to
Not
be
you or
rude about
any
it.
other man. I think it's time I took my leave.
I'm gonna kick him in the shin.
Okay. I'm gonna make you roll for that. Let's do courage, sure.
Okay. So did I lose any courage? I did not.
And it's still one harder for you because
It's fine.
you succeeded.
Courage. Shit. And
yeah, that failed. So you lose another courage. How low are you on courage now?
I just went down one. So we're good for now.
You attempt to kick him, and he said, "What the fuck? The fuck is wrong with you?
I was trying to get the dirt off your shoe.
You keep your hands and your legs and your mouth to your fucking self, you goddamn queer." And he turns and leaves.
Hey!
Go fuck yourself, Cole. And he gets in his car and slams the door. And he flips you guys off. You can throw a rock, but he's peeling out of there.
Yeah,
you can still throw it if it makes you feel better, but you're not.
Yeah,
he's not
I'm
gonna
throw
hear
it.
Yeah, you throw a rock.
I'm just pick a rock and yeet it. I don't care. I just.
Can we go get Golden Corral? Because I am.
Tara lays on the horn, and then
Sammy's buzz is gone.
Yeah.
And he just turns around and just walks away from the church, just storms away.
Tara is laying on the horn and says, "Are y'all coming?"
I'm not going to no goddamn Golden Corral, right?
No, the fucking Golden Corral. Jesus, we're gonna go to the diner.
That's so much better, please God.
God, I've missed diner.
Go ahead.
I said, I think Chloe's just like, God, I've missed the diner.
My mama won't be there, which would be great.
You get over and she says, over towards Tara, you know, are you coming over, Sammie, or are you gonna keep walking away?
Sammy's not saying anything. He just want to keep walking.
Okay. She pulls up on the car and she says, "Come on, Sammie, let's go." It's hot as fuck out here, Sammie. Get in the goddamn car and let's go get something to eat.
All right.
And as she starts to drive towards the diner, she turns to you guys and says, "It's not even worth talking to Parker. My man's a creep. And he's a fucking true biblicate."
He won't be when I let the air out of his tires.
Yeah, I wouldn't, because there's a whole gang of them. All right. Y'all don't maybe know about the true biblicans, because they don't exist up in the nice liberal areas where y'all live. But
it's just Fresno.
Bet you there's no true biblicans out in Fresno. All right.
What the fuck's a true biblican?
They're a hate group.
Sounds about right.
True biblical ways. Marriage was created for a man and a woman.
So
homosexuality is an abomination.
Do they have a central hub that can, be burned to the ground mysteriously?
God, I wish.
He just said something about Lucy being bi or pan or whatever, like he was fucking okay with it, and then turned right around, flipped the switch.
Lucy was bi or pan or whatever.
Is
bi or pan or whatever. But whatever, that means women too. I don't care. But look, I don't. Can we please have 5 minutes peace?
Yeah.
While we drive to the diner.
Yeah, that's fine.
And Terry drives you all down towards the diner. And the cicadas are still screaming. Still screaming. It is too damn hot. They should be petering off at this time, at this temperature, but they're not. And you can hear them even through the windows on the car as you drive down the road towards the diner. And that is where we are going to pause for tonight. So thank you, everyone, for joining us for episode 2 of Down Deep. We had a short one for you, but we'll be back next week at our normal time and our normal length. Now that we are starting to peer under that rotten mask of Beaumarch. My name is Stephanie Allen. I have been your MC for tonight. You can find me on Twitter at CharmPersonGame, singular because of character limits. You can also find me on CharmPersonGames.com, where you can book with me as a professional game master to run a game of the Shivering Circle, the system we're using, or literally any other game system you want. I'll learn it. Natalie, where can people find you? What are you up to?
Hey, I'm Natalie Pudim, and I'm basically everywhere Stephanie is. You also, just to plug, you can run any game system with us tomorrow. We have a customer, and I'm running a little game of Ace Adventure, a game written by our close personal friend Brian Loberger. I'm running that for some people. Whatever you want, let us make your dreams come true.
JumpPersonGames.com. All right, Joe, who are you? What are you up to? Where can people find you?
Hey everybody, I'm Joe. I played Sammie Boyd. You can follow me on Twitter, Nola Fanger, NOLA_Fanger, like Fangbanger from True Blood. I am the creator of River Region Studios and the storyteller from Montgomery by Night. Still on hiatus right now. Things are changing. Follow me there. Follow us on there on Instagram and Twitter and whatever. Find me in every other game because people like to ask me to come and I play. I apparently I give people run for their money. So yeah, holla at me.
All right, and Vyn, who are you? What are you up to? Where can people find you?
Hey guys, again, I'm Vyn Vox at VynVoxVA on Twitter. Catch me tomorrow with Critical Misses for a game of Fear Itself with Growing Up the Dim.
Excellent. All right, and Izzy, who are you? What are you up to? Where can people find you?
Hi, I'm Izzy. I played Jay today, and will continue to play Jay. I don't know why I worded it like that. You can find me on Twitter at the Shondeer. You can find the podcasts I do, one of them at Hope's Hearth Pod, an actual play podcast, and at Abbey Archives, which is a Redwall reread podcast that just premiered this week. Super excited. That's it.
And last but certainly not least, Wes, who are you? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you up to? Where can people find you?
Hi there, my name is Wes Franks, or Wes. I'm with Carrion Comfort Studios here, founder and creative director. You can follow me at BrotherXWes. That's the Twitter handle right beneath my name and pronouns. You can also follow the stream here at Comfort Carrion. You can support us on Patreon. You can support us on YouTube by catching the previous episodes of this and other shows just like it, and more. You can also support this this very Twitch channel, this stream, and more by buying merch. All these links are down below, and they should come up in the chat. And I'll go through and rotate them as we go through the end screen and everything like that. For the rest of this week, we're kind of having like a dark week on the stream because I'm taking a bit of a break. I need to take one. I've been going really hard, so I'm just gonna be like doing a little relaxing, maxing. All that good stuff. You've heard the song before. You know how the rhyme goes. You will see me next on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central with our very own Vyn Vox as well, who is above me playing Sylvester, as we have Hades High School over at Table Goth, a Monster Hearts game set in the Hades universe. Similar to Hades universe, but yeah. So you can catch that at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, over at twitch.tv/TableGoth. We've got Comfort Sickle coming back as well next Tuesday. We'll have an updated time for that. It might be a little bit earlier, or it might be later. We'll have an updated time for that. Just pay attention to the socials. Hop in the Discord if you want to play Final Fantasy XIV with us, Dead by Daylight, Magic the Gathering, if you want to watch wrestling with us, if you want to interact with people, run games for TTRPGs, talk about TTRPG news, things like that. Figure out what's going on. Just hang out. It's a great place, great space to hang out. So go ahead and check us out there. And then make sure you go and follow and support all these people around me. Go give them some love and give yourself some love and some shout out and stuff like this. This was a heavy episode for me. So yeah, go ahead and give yourself some love and support and take care of yourself.
And we have just one final order of business, and I really hope that Wesley cuts this out of the YouTube because I don't need this next part on YouTube for the rest of my life. But earlier, much earlier in the evening, someone redeemed some points on the Twitch channel for karaoke night, and this is not a game where I'm going to break and sing in the middle of it, but I will sing now, and anyone, my cast will hopefully at least partially join me. It is our own puppy lover's birthday today, Kayla. So we are going to sing happy birthday to Kayla for the karaoke redemption because she asked, and I have a hard time telling Kayla no. So, are y'all ready?
Yep.
Yeah, wait for your countdown.
Okay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. This is happy birthday to
Kayla.
Happy birthday to
you.
The fucking delay is killing me. Happy birthday, Kay.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Kayla.
birthday.
Happy
I love
birthday.
you. I don't know
Fuck.
what is.
This is some Aphex Twin ass like.
All right, we can pick a stream up again here for YouTube. So, thank you again, everyone, for joining us. I really appreciate you coming here. We will see you next week, and remember, comfort comes soon.